Peace, War Hercules back here with another video. I apologize for the delay. I've just been busy, school, work, in the gym, and just a lot going on in my life. Just trying to order my steps and prepare myself for the future and what's to come. Gearing up for grad school and just really trying to be the best version of myself that I can be. But I posted a video on my Instagram saying the word of the day was acceptance. So as of recently, I've undergone a challenge, like a weight loss / get my health together, get my mind and my body right challenge. And I just do like different words of the day. And the way that those words come to me is just different things going on in my life. You know, the way the Creator and God have talked to me and let me know, hey, this is what you need to focus on. This is what you need to work on. This is the message that the people need to hear. Then I just adhere to my calling, to the higher power, and I put it out there for y'all. So I talked about acceptance because I think a lot of people get stuck in acceptance, right? They'll get to, okay, I know who I am, I accept who I am, take it or leave it, this is me, which, yes, you shouldn't really conform too much of what other people want for you, but when you go through the path of acceptance or accepting yourself for who you are, for better or for worse, the outcome is to work on the worst. The outcome is to work on the mistakes or the things you don't like. It shouldn't be that this is just who I am, take it or leave it, accept me how I come. You dig what I'm saying? Yes, people should be patient in your progress. And if people choose to deal with you or be in your life, or if you allow them to be in your life, then they should understand the path that you're on and the things that you're working on in your life to get yourself to a better place mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever the case may be. But you should be making conscious efforts to do this. And a lot of people may listen to this like, well, I already know this. Or, you know what I'm saying, like this isn't something that I haven't heard 10 times over. But I just want to give you a different perspective on it because I don't want you to get caught at the step of, okay, I've realized who I am, I've accepted it. Now other people have to accept it because that's not true. And they can go for relationships, you can go for work, you can go for anything. People don't have to accept who you are. You dig what I'm saying? They just don't have to. So you may be you, but people may not accept who you are. You guys may not mesh, you may not vibe well, or maybe there might not be chemistry in the relationship amongst you and another individual, which is fine. But if one of the reasons that things don't go right in your life is because of the, I guess, detriment you have in your personality or your processing, or because of some traumatic experience which alters how you deal with things in your life, then that is something that you need to fix. You can't blame that on, oh, well, this is just me, take it or leave it, because I hear that all the time, especially amongst women, like in the dating scene and things like that. I hear that quite often, well, this is just me, take it or leave it. And personally, I'll rather leave it. I'm not scared to be by myself. I've been by myself before. Being by myself does not faze me. So since I've learned to accept who I am and love who I am, I'm not gonna put up with anything less in my life because this is who you say you are. That may be true. That might be who you say you are, but that does not mean that you don't need to work on that maladaptive behavior. Maybe you're quick to anger. Maybe you have a bad mouth. Maybe you got a bad attitude. Maybe you're not team-oriented or you don't know how to trust others for you to work well enough in a team environment where interdependence is key, right? I know they teach the whole independence and being by myself, but there's a certain skill where you gain a lot in life, where you alleviate a lot of pressures on your shoulder when you learn to be interdependent. Like, for example, I know that I cannot do all things in my life when it comes to my growth, when it comes to my healing. So I have friends with me in my circle who keep me accountable for my goals. I have somebody that I go to for my meal planning, someone that I talk to for my personal training. I have my mother that I consult with on a daily basis, and I let her know how I'm feeling and let her know my goals and the things that I'm working on, and they help to keep me accountable. You know, and I rely heavily upon the guidance that I'm getting from the people around me, right? So I never talk about how independent I am or how strong I am sitting by myself, because we know a house that stands by itself will fall. You need help. You need to learn how to be interdependent, right? And that's one of the things that I accepted about myself, and I've worked on it. I used to have a very big ego, wanted to do things all on my own, or wanted it to be just me, or to not accept help. But I would make mistakes. I would take over group projects and we wouldn't get a good grade because I tried to bear most of the load on my shoulders. On relationships, I wouldn't trust my partner. I would be very accusatory and accusing them of things and telling them they did this and they did that and letting them know how they hurt me and telling them what to do, but not being receptive to feedback, right? Which affected my relationships. But yeah, that's just who I was. But I understood that I had to work on some things in order to be a better person. Because I can easily just be like, well, this is just me, take it or leave it. But I understand how important festering positive relationships in my life. And the older that I get, the more and more that we do this life thing, and the more and more that I'm growing and I'm learning, I'm understanding that I can't do this all by myself, right? The whole lone wolf thing is a farce. You can't be by yourself in a society like this. You're going to need people around you to help keep you accountable. You know what I'm saying? So in accepting who you are, understand the things in your life that you need to fix, that you need to work on in order for you to be a better person. Because that thing that makes you who you are might be the thing that's pushing people away from you or ruining opportunities or blessings coming your way because people don't want to do things for you because of maybe your attitude or your mouth or the way you talk to or handle people. Yes, that's you, but that doesn't mean that there isn't room for improvement for how you operate, right? So like I said, I've done the work, I've done the due diligence to accept who I am as an individual, for better or for worse, but I'm doing my due diligence to work on the worst side of me and to correct those maladaptive behaviors. So for just a quick jewel for you guys take with you on today. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy everything that comes to your life. I wish you nothing but happiness and peace and blessings.